Assalamualaikum. My name is Syafaa binti Amran from class DDT 5B. This presentation is for secure mobile computing about T-Mobile data breach in August 2021. T-Mobile is one of the largest telecommunications companies in the United States, was hacked in August 2021, revealing sensitive information of more than 50 million current, former and potential customers. Names, addresses, social security numbers, driver's licenses and ID information for about 48 million people were accessed in the hacking. T-Mobile is a subsidiary of German telecommunications company Deutsche Telekom AG that provides wireless voice, messaging and data services to customers in dozens of countries. The company has more than 104 million customers and is the second largest telco behind Verizon after a $26 billion merger with Sprint in 2018. Problems faced by T-Mobile and the users. T-Mobile issued a statement confirming that names, dates of birth, social security numbers, driver's licenses, phone numbers, as well as email and IMSI information for about 7.8 million customers were stolen in the breach. Another 50 million former or potential customers were leaked names, dates of birth, social security numbers, and driving licenses. More than 5 million current postpaid customer accounts also have their information such as name, address, date of birth, phone number, email, and IMSI illegally accessed. T-Mobile said another 667 former T-Mobile customer accounts had their information stolen, along with a group of 850 active T-Mobile prepaid customers, whose name, phone number, and account PIN were revealed. The names of 52,000 people with Metro by T-Mobile account may also have been accessed, according to T-Mobile. T-Mobile customers filed a series of class action lawsuits accusing the company of negligence after hackers exposed personal data belonging to millions of its current, former, and prospective users. At least 3 lawsuits have been filed so far in the district court, all demanding jury trials. 2 of the complaints accuse T-Mobile of violating the U.S. Federal Trade Commission Act, which prohibits companies from engaging in unfair or deceptive activities, including failure to maintain appropriate security measures to safeguard customer information. In one of the filings, the plaintiff noted that FTC provided cybersecurity guidelines for businesses, advising them not to maintain personally identifiable information longer than is needed for authorization of a transaction. T-Mobile revealed hackers accessed the names, social security numbers, birth of dates, and driver licenses numbers of approximately 48 million people in total, 40 million of which had previously applied for credit, so may fall under the remit of FTC law. Another class action suit accuses T-Mobile of violating the California Consumer Privacy Act, which assigns the specific penalty to companies which allow unauthorized access to their customers' data. Penalties are set at $100 to $750 per consumer or incident, or actual damages, whichever is found to be larger. Consequences of the attack. Someone on the dark web claims to have obtained the data of 100 million from T-Mobile servers and is selling a portion of it on underground forum for 6 Bitcoin, about 280,000. The trove includes not only names, phone numbers, and physical addresses, but also more sensitive data like social security numbers, driver's licenses information, and email numbers, unique identifier tied to each mobile device. Motherboard confirmed that the samples of the data contain accurate information on T-Mobile customers. A lot of that information is already widely available, even the social security numbers, which can be found on any number of public record sites. There is also the reality that most people's data has been leaked at some point or another. However, the apparent T-Mobile breach offers potential buyers a blend of data that could be used to great effect. This is right for using the phone numbers and names to send out SMS-based phishing messages that are crafted in a way that is a little bit more believable, says Grant Hassel, Director of Threat Intelligence at email security company Abnormal Security. Yes, names and phone numbers are relatively easy to find, but a database that ties those two together, along with identifying someone's career and fixed address, makes it much more easier to convince someone to click on a link that advertises, like a special offer to upgrade for T-Mobile customers. The same is true for identify theft. Many of the T-Mobile data is out there already in various forms across various breaches. Nevertheless, having it centralized streamlines the process for criminals for someone with a grudge or specific high-value victim in mind. In addition, while names and addresses may be common grace at this point, international mobile equipment identity are not, because each email number is tied to a specific customer's phone, knowing it could help in the so-called SIM attack. This could lead to account takeover concern, since threat actors could gain access to two-factor authentication or one-time passwords tied to other accounts such as email, banking, or any other account employing advanced authentication security feature using a victim's phone number. Countermeasure to prevent the attack. In the meantime, T-Mobile users have a few steps they can take to protect themselves, or at least limit the potential fallout if all the data was stolen. Change their mobile password or security PIN. Companies that have leaked social security numbers and other especially sensitive information have in the past offered free credit monitoring to victims. So they need to keep an eye on communication from T-Mobile to see if it offers the same. As for stopping SIM swap attack, there is not much they can do against a determined attacker. But a good first step is to start using app-based authentication instead of having codes sent by text message. Another thing users should do is put a freeze on their credit. Doing so will prevent anyone with their information from opening a line of credit or taking out any loans under their name. Freezing credit will not take long. Just need to fill out the form with Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion, any one from each company to make the request. As for T-Mobile, while no system is ever 100% foolproof, network providers must do all they can to ensure that the network infrastructure is resistant to security threats and not easily hijacked. The first step is T-Mobile should take is to place all network access hardware on a subnet that is separate from the subnet their main servers are located on. By placing modem pool, DSL equipment and other network access hardware on a separate subnet, an individual who might be attempting to sniff data would be forced to go through routing and switching equipment, which would make it more likely that T-Mobile could detect that sniffing is taking place, and less likely that the individual would be successful. Security and abuse managers need to be vigilant while determining which routing destination is most trustworthy if more than one routing choice is available. This requires them to ensure that only authorized customers make updates to their routing registry. When accessing a registry to identify whether a breach has occurred, the emphasis should be placed where the excessive routing updates occur. Network abusers typically use covert methods to hide their IP address and location and use other systems and computers to launch an attack. A network ingress filtering process, which starts at a customer's end and ensures that no data packet have a source address outside of their network address range, allow them to detect and block the attack and then take steps to protect the customer. T-Mobile also shall implement controls to detect and prevent malware, malicious code, and unauthorized execution of code. Controls shall be updated regularly with the latest technology available. For the conclusion, there is a large and constantly growing number of home computer users who are connected to the internet without any means of protection. T-Mobile needs to act quickly to secure their system. They are in the best position to quickly and effectively increase secure measures for their user. By securing their networks and educating users about internet security, T-Mobile provides significant assistance to home users. If T-Mobile take interest in the security of their users, they can make internet a safe and secure place for all. That's all from me.